Hello guys and welcome to another video. I'm here with my friend Karen today, probably the guy who knows more about food than me. And today we're super lucky, we're in Wembley. I've never been here before and we're gonna do a tour with Karen, who's the best person to do this. So he's gonna take us to a bunch of different places. I will let him talk about the dishes and the food and the history behind them because I do not know that much about Indian food. The whole aim of today's video is to take you to some really good traditional places that are not your like dishoom and gymkhana of central London, which are already overhyped and really famous, but this is about really good food that's probably a bunch cheaper than you would find in central London, and it's just like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, absolutely. Places we're going, people cook there for their family and stuff, so they share it with everyone. It's pretty cool, pretty nice. Hopefully see lots of people I maybe grew up with, you never know.
Yeah, and so you grew up with this food, right?
Yeah, you grew up with this food. There's different types of food, like comes from different regions, which I'll explain when we get to these places, but different regions, different foods, but all comes together just beautifully.
And we're going to go to 3-4 places maybe?
Yeah,
Do you
3-4
want to say
places.
What places we're going to?
Yeah, so there's one place we're going to get to first is Maru's Bahjias, which is like a fried potato snack, which is lovely to do. First initial snacks are really good, lots of chutneys, lots of spices. We'll really get into that one. There's a few like quick stands which we'll try to get to as well. So hopefully you get some really nice like snack food, something called Panu Puri, which people will love. Explosion in the mouth, absolutely fantastic. So stay tuned and we get into loads of places.
Yeah, and all this stuff I've probably never had before, so very excited to dive in.
Absolutely.
And anything about the temple?
Yeah, so this is a temple. So the architecture is incredible. So highly recommend, open for all religions, any or non-religions as well. Come and join out, look at, have fun. Incredible architecture. So we're coming up to our first place now. This is Ealing Road, and Ealing Road is basically just a combination of like Southeast Asian culture. You see here we've got sari shops, people coming here for like all of their regular, weddings and engagement parties, etc. And then you go along here, there's places, for example, a place called Ambala here, where you can get like sweet snacks, something we call mithai, which is like Indian sweets, etc., which you usually give on auspicious occasions, or if you just have a really big sweet tooth. Really
so
awesome.
not you?
Not me technically, but the place we're going to go to first is exactly where if you want to go, if you don't have a sweet tooth, but you have a savoury tooth and umami like me.
Okay, so savoury tooth is the first stop, and that's definitely one for camera woman as well.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have a sweet tooth.
And here we are, it's our first
right
spot.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's our first
so
spot.
First spot is Maru's.
Maru's Bahjia House, lots of fried snacks, we love it. It's going to be a common theme, there's a lot of fried stuff, I'm not gonna lie.
See, that's the thing, I've never actually had a lot of fried food and Indian food. I
Great.
typically have curries, so into Maru's we go. Wow. Fried potato.
So this place is called Maru Bahjia, basically, which is essentially a fusion place between like Indian food and Kenyan foods. Essentially, I mean, the British, when they came to India, they moved a lot of people from India into Africa to work all across Africa to build the railroads, etc. And they did a lot of that in Kenya and Uganda, Djibouti and South Africa. So if you go to some of those places, you'll see a big influence of Indian food across those regions. I mean, if you go to South Africa, you get the bunny chow, which is heavily influenced by Indian food, and which is incredible. I mean, the mix of flavors is fantastic. So a lot of Indian people ended up in Kenya, now obviously come to the UK. They brought this food with them, and the bahjia, which is quite common in India regularly, but this specific place puts a twist on it with the Kenyan spices. So like lots of raw chilies, etc., go into the chutneys, and like sort of like a fenugreek seeds as well. So those like wholesome flavors go really into the food here. And when
it's spicy, would you say?
you can. This is the perfect part. So you can be spicy with the chutney, but then you like cool it out. So this is like a tamarind water sort of thing, like a tamarind chutney, which is more like sweeter and tangy. So like you got the mix of flavors of the spice, but also the tang and the lemon sort of like flavor comes through. So like it's like
fun. You get to
really
play
awesome.
with your food and make it your own.
Brilliant. It's like an artist palette. You can put like chutneys on all sorts of things, take different types of flavors. It's incredible.
Okay,
Highly
cool.
recommend.
And so what are we getting? We're getting potatoes.
Yes, we're gonna get the Maru Bahjia, which is quite common. So like usually when like Indian people are hosting, for example, they'll start like it's a fried potato basically, but it's like coated in like a gram flour, which is like chickpea flour. And the chickpea flour is like coated with lots of spices, goes around the potato, and then you fry it for a period of time. You don't boil the potatoes before, so it comes out with a nice snap, nice crispy snap of the potato. Mix it with the chutneys, and it comes out beautiful.
Okay, awesome. And yeah, we're having that with the mango lassi because mango lassis are awesome.
Yes.
And refreshing.
Just in case you need it for the spice, mango lassi is the perfect thing.
Yeah, also because I don't eat that spicy. This guy obviously does, but there's two of us, so we need to make it work.
Exactly.
Cool, awesome.
Exactly.
Looking forward to it.
One also thing I mentioned with the mango lassi, it's really cool. So you see a lot of people like when they have like spicy food. You always see the spicy food challenges on YouTube. They always go for like water or like milk or something. Best thing to do, yogurt, right? It's not like too cold. It can stick around your mouth and it reduces the spice, and that's what lassis are made of. So Go for it, guys.
Yes, we wish all. So, our lassi got here, but I also just found out that...
There we go. Thank you.
Amazing, thank you. But I also just found out that we're only doing Indian snacks today.
Snacks.
So there'll be a whole other episode about Indian curries, because we're only doing snacks today. I'm going to taste this lassi now.
Size double?
It's fucking good because it's actually you can taste it. It's made fresh. That's real mango. It's not like some sort of powdery powder, and it's thick.
The type of mangoes are called kesos. So it's like keso mangoes from like the India region.
Is it the little yellow one rather than the big? Yeah. So we normally see those big green
West
mangoes
Indian
that are like
ones.
this
They're
big.
the West Indian ones, yeah.
But actually, you're talking about these
These
the
smaller
yellow
ones are like orange in the middle, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
soft and all that. Yeah.
John?
Much more sweeter. Yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah.
Chutney.
Yeah.
Is this the spicy chutney?
Yeah, so it's like a tomato-based chutney. So you ground up like tomatoes with some like bird's eye chilies, with some like coriander, and lots of garlic as well. So you mix it all together in a blender. Probably heavy influence of ginger in there as well. So the big base, which this will be a common theme throughout this whole series of like the base of like chili, garlic, and ginger is the base of like so much Indian food.
So basically, chili, garlic, and ginger is Indians like base. The equivalent in Italy would be onion, celery, and carrots.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And this is why we understand each other. We should be eating this with our hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a
definitely
joke.
want to.
So we just got our cutlery, but I've just been told we're gonna only eat with our hands, so we're not gonna be using that. Again, it's like getting a spoon when you eat spaghetti. You shouldn't be doing that. It's not a thing. Method to the madness.
There's a method to the madness. So first thing you do, get it on a plate.
Yeah.
Right. A bit.
Just remember, I don't eat too spicy.
No, it's okay.
Just a little bit.
This is not too much. So you want to put a little bit on the potato itself, spread it out, get some of this, put a little bit on top of that. Go for it. Straight in the mouth, full in.
That's good. That's fucking good. It's like, I mean, deep fried potato is already good by itself. I mean, yes. But this has a kick, but it's also refreshing. And then I guess that you says cools it down a little.
Yeah.
I can't yet taste. I'm gonna taste the components separately, just in a moment, just to see. But it's really good. Like I totally get why you would start with this. And yeah, I mean, like
Get
I
a bit of
said,
a spice, the tang, the crunch.
it's actually already tangy by itself. So the first thing you taste is because it's cold, it's refreshing, and then it punches you in the face a little bit. It's actually not that bad. Like I can tolerate this, but I also did take very little, so it has a kick and it hits you later. And then this is tamarind. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's good. It mixes with the flavors really nicely. It gives you that like when you're making like umami food, when you make something crunchy, you want a bit like a zest, like the zest of lemon sort of thing, just to like help cut through the spice and get through like the real crunch and the whole salt of the taste.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So we're gonna dig into this now. Time lapse coming in 3, 2, 1.
Actual car. Almost got run over. I feel like I'm in India. The Panu Puri stand over there is basically a must-do street Indian food. You have to eat it all in one. You cannot take a bite of it. It has to go in your mouth all in one.
Oh wait,
Big bite.
is this the thing with the liquid inside?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, this is the, you haven't had this yet. And I had it the first time with Karen and I love it. Oh my god, I think actually this is my favorite Indian snack I've had today.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing.
It's really refreshing. It's got like mint in it. It's got like spices into it. And it's like, you just bite into it, it just explodes in your mouth.
It's like a little round thing.
Yeah.
That's like, it's a puffed, crispy something.
Yeah.
What's it made of?
Puri, basically. It's basically just made of it's like a chapati sort of thing, but it's
like what is it?
but
Flour,
fried.
chickpea?
Flour, just flour and water basically.
Okay, and it's like a billow, like a little balloon, and you pop it, and you put this liquid in, and then you pop it in your mouth.
Brilliant. We'll have to show you. You can't really explain that well. But spice, flavour.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Also, this is actually a light snack. It's not like the last one. This is actually super light.
Very
You can pop them like candy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god! But this is actually, I forgot that. I didn't know what Pani Puri was, or like the name of it. Since that time we had it at Gymkhana, I haven't had it since, and I loved it. Oh my god! Like this is literally very exciting.
Pronunciation.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You gotta say that again when we record it, when we're gonna eat it. I'm gonna be like, so we got the Pani Puri and the Bel Puri, and you have to say that I said it perfectly. Because he actually did. He was on the stage again.
Is it Bel Puri? No, Kali ek Pani Puri, ek Bel Puri, bas. Good.
Wait, give me that. Nats was so excited to try the Pani Puri that she forgot to record Karen and I taste testing it.
Cool, right?
We'll make sure to feature it again in a future video. I cannot wait to try it again.
Awesome.
What's the verdict for someone who's never had this before?
It's fresh. It's fresh. Yeah.
Ah, you can have the last one.
No, you have it. Your favorite? Go ahead.
I'm gonna struggle with the rest of the food.
Okay. Always good.
Oh shit, and no food left behind. That's how you do it. Ooh, it does have a kick at the end.
Kick, yeah. It's so refreshing though.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite Indian snack so far. I don't know, just because it's completely different.
Yeah.
It's so light, juicy, and refreshing. And
It's
cool.
the first sunny day of the year, and here we are having Pani Puri. Like, what could be
It's
better?
like tequila shots, Jägermeister shots.
Exactly. Right, stick into this Bel Puri. Get one of those.
So Bel Puri is what now?
Bel Puri is similar. It doesn't have the water like the last one, but it's basically like the crispy thing, the puff thing, which is all crushed in here. We like this sev thing, which is like a fried chickpea flour sort of thing. It's still sort of made to a paste, all fried. Loads of chutneys in there. Loads of like potatoes at the bottom as well, like boiled potatoes, chickpeas, some tomatoes, onions, lots of chutneys. Really, really flavorful. Open it up here.
I'll take this when we leave.
So you see at the bottom, so it's all the chutney. So
Okay, it's like flaky rice and stuff. There's a yogurt in here.
No.
What's the sweet stuff?
It's the tamarind. Another thing that we had with the bahjia, the tamarind sauce. It's so much of that in here. Sweet, it's spicy, it's brilliant.
This, I would actually have no idea how to describe it. It's completely different than anything I've ever had. Like, it's nice.
No, I chose this one. It's slightly different from the usual.
It's so different.
There's chickpeas in here as well. So black chickpeas. We call them kala chana. It's so good. Mixed with onions and stuff.
It's mint, right? The green stuff, mint sauce.
Mint
And
with coriander.
What's the red? Just chili sauce or something?
Yeah. So the red ones are just a plain red chili sauce. The green one is mixed with green chilies, coriander, and mint as well. Mixed with water and lemon juice.
Yeah. Now the heat's building up in your mouth, and it's like,
builds.
and it builds slowly, and then it creeps up, and now I'm like, yeah, it's spicy.
Exactly. So you see that bit there? It's like the bit of crispy puff thing as well. That's where the puri. That's the puri part of it. Really awesome. Now, so let me build you a bite.
Can I get a scoopful of this food? Can I put a video?
Okay.
Are you doing an airplane? So give it too much spice, maybe. Right, I think we're at our final stop for today. Sakonis?
Sakonis, yeah.
Sakonis.
It's an absolute institution, part of Wembley. Been coming here since I was young. My parents were coming here since they were young. 1984, says it up
Photo
there.
of little Karen will be on the screen. No, just
Maybe.
kidding.
No, it's an incredible place. It's Indo-Chinese food that's been coming into London since the 80s, really, and it's really impressive because you've got lots of places now opening up in London, like Fat Pundit and a few other places that are really kicking off now. And all originates from places like this back in the 80s, where people coming from the northern parts of India, part of the Nepalese cuisine as well. There's Indo-Chinese food coming in with like soy sauce, all the Chinese sort of like ingredients mixing with the Indian ingredients. This fusion food is absolutely incredible. This is one of the homes. They do incredible food here, but there's so many other places across London that do food like this. Highly recommend checking out Indo-Chinese as a cuisine itself. Incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait to try it. I've never actually had it. So like today, everything but the Pani Puri.
Pani Puri, yeah.
Damn it! But anything but Pani Puri I had before, but like everything else is new to me, and I've also never had Indo-Chinese. And we're gonna have Chilli Paneer.
Chilli Paneer,
So
absolute gem.
Okay. Oh, it's a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah. They usually do like a buffet or something as well. They do that.
Okay. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's big.
It's a buffet place. So you used to come here as a kid, right?
Yeah. We used to come here. So it used to be like a treat for me and my family. So we used to come here maybe like once every couple of months or something like that. We used to celebrate like good exam results or new jobs or something like that. We used to come here, just have a nice dinner here because it's vegetarian friendly, which is super good for us. Growing up vegetarian and like the early 2000s, it wasn't a big movement in terms of vegetarian food. So when you want good vegetarian food and not a margarita pizza from Pizza Hut, this is where you come and get some good flavour from Indian side and like Chinese side, which is like not really regular in all households to make this sort of food. So coming here is a real treat for us to go outside what we normally eat day to day.
So like proper nostalgia for Karen today, because I think last time he was here was like what?
2012, I think. It's a good 11 years since I've been here.
At the time, he didn't yet have a beard.
I did not have a beard at that point. I was a shy 20, how old was I? 20, 12, 18, something like that.
Just legal drinking age, guys.
Just legal drinking age, so.
Cool. And so we're getting the proper experience from back then.
Proper experience. Hopefully it's the same.
Were you always getting chili paneer?
Yeah.
So what?
The guy that seated us, I remember him because I remember him from when I was like 6 years old.
It's also family run.
He's been here. No, I'm not sure if he's the owner, but he's been here like more longer than I've been
20
born.
years or
More than I've been born, probably. Yeah.
Okay, so longer than 20 years.
Yeah, much longer than 20 years. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. It's really spicy.
You don't really eat this thing with yogurt.
But it's spicy.
Yeah, the lassi. Yeah, that's why I suggest the lassi as well. Yeah.
Ta-da.
There's also a passion fruit lassi, which I've never had. Homemade rose. I think you like the rose one. It's like a syrup.
It's like
like a rose syrup. Yeah, I used to have it when I was much younger with milk. Like your parents just give you loads of milk. You used to like flavour it. Like it's like a milk. It's like a. Do you put like strawberry milkshake basically?
Yeah.
With a little syrup thing. In India, it's like rose syrup. It's like ridiculous. Two things. We're gonna order 2 things and a drink, just in case the spice level. But the spice level's gonna be just fine. So we've got something called Chilli Paneer, which is like so paneer is like a cheese. It's not like a melty cheese, but it's like a cheese that's like cubed up. It's fried and then mixed with soy sauce,
Texture-wise,
chilies.
it's quite similar to tofu, actually.
It is quite similar to tofu. Yeah, it's like some squeaky cheese. Like if you've had like halloumi, something similar to that sort of thing. So you mix it with some soy sauce, chili, garlic, ginger. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a common theme today. And then have all those together, mix that with some chili sauce and soy sauce. MSG is really important in this food. This is where obviously
it's like you said, this is the vegetarian version of like what you'd get as a chili chicken, or like if you think about Chinese and you get like sweet and sour and chili and stuff like that. This is basically that. But with
exactly.
cheese.
This chili paneer is not a regular dish you would have. It's a genuine treat to have this sort of thing. Today, what we've had today is not the healthiest stuff in the world for sure, but damn, is it flavorful.
Yeah, everything fried.
Everything fried. And then the last thing we're going to get is a garlic chili mogo. So as I mentioned, it's sort of like a cassava, sort of like potato-y sort of thing. Fries, basically. But it's like mixed with this incredible, like, real hit of garlic and chili together. The mix with the sauce and everything like that. So I highly recommend with lots of lemon juice. You can really cut through it. It's really nice, crispy, savoury. I mean, these 2 dishes make my mouth water already. We've had so much food, my mouth watering, but it's it's a real hit of umami flavour you get out of it. It's really good.
And we're getting a very pretty pink drink apparently.
Pretty pink drink. It's rose, like mixed with rose syrup and the lassi with it. It's cool off the spice a bit. Be nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Is that pistachio on top? That's beautiful. Am I going for it?
Yeah, go for it.
Rose water lassi. So one. No, it just smells like yogurt.
It's rose syrup.
Yeah, but I've never had rose. For everyone that knows me knows I love pistachio, so that's good. And it's pretty in pink. Ooh, that's different. I've never had something like it's definitely it's rose flavored. Like it's definitely different. Ooh, it's like, but it's still yogurty.
Yeah.
It's
Really cool.
That's
Something
interesting.
different.
Yeah, it's very different.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the paneer. You know what's interesting? Even though it's like Indo-Chinese fusion, you eat it with cutlery, not with chopsticks.
This you eat with cutlery, yeah.
Why is this love to eat with chopsticks?
We don't usually do chopsticks.
Oh, the smell. It smells like Chinese.
Yeah, the soy sauce is so good.
Yeah. It smells like chili.
Yeah, it does have chilies in it.
I can
You
see fresh spring onions and peppers.
There's peppers, there's onions, there's loads of garlic and chili in it. It's like a dream come true.
Yo, I can smell the garlic now.
Just you wait until the next dish. That will be packed full of garlic.
More than this?
Way more than this. Yeah.
Okay. Well, someone's having garlic bread tonight. Are we trying this?
Yeah, go for it.
It's steaming, so
Please.
I'm gonna probably burn myself. Okay.
First bite.
It does look like tofu when you just look at it
It's like tofu,
this.
yeah.
So yeah, this is what it looks like. Looks like tofu, as I say. It's actually quite neutral in flavor. It's good. It takes the sauce flavor.
Tastes the sauce really well. It
I've never had
absorbs all
paneer
of it.
before, but yeah, like it's like so very neutral cheese, and it's still quite firm. It's not melty.
Yeah. Chewy. It's like nice squeaky as well. Can you do that?
Squeaky. It's
Squeaky. Squeaky like a loony. It's great. I absolutely love it. Oh. Bringing back all the memories.
childhood.
It's exactly what it used to taste like. Really
This
good.
little Karen's treat meal.
Yeah, treat meal. This is it. You taste the soy sauce. Like it
So
really.
what grade did you have to get for this?
Oh, anything above 99% was the idea.
Like-
Indian parents.
like 100?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Indian parents don't do anything below 100%. They always ask if you got 100%. They always ask why not 110. Thank you very much.
Oh, the color! It's yellow. This is amazing. This is so different than I thought. Like this is so different than what I thought it looked like. Also, I can see the garlic.
Yeah.
Did you put lemon on it?
Yeah, you chuck lemon all over it. It takes away some of the heat, really accentuates the flavour.
Yeah, I'm very scared because this had 1 chili, and this has 2 chilies, which means that's going to be a lot spicier than this. I'm gonna really struggle. In Peru or in Spanish they say yuca to this, but I guess in English you say cassava. Okay. So, is cassava a potato or a root? Still haven't figured it out.
It's a root vegetable. Sure.
Okay, it's a root. Yeah, so it's fried and then tossed in lots of garlic, chili, and coriander. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig in now. Probably burn with my mouth. This is really garlicky. It's gonna be delicious. It's really good. It's so weird. I've only ever had this in Peru with Peruvian flavors, and this is like Chinese. Yeah, it's weird. It's messing with my brain.
Yeah. It's a lot of like different flavours pulling it all together.
So for those of you that haven't had yuca or cassava before, this is what the inside looks like. It's a lot firmer than a normal potato. When you fry potatoes, they get really mushy inside. This really keeps it spry, and I think it's super comfort foody.
Yeah. Lots of umami. You wanna chew through it, and it will snap a bit, and then the flavour will just encapsulate everything, and then it's just beauty in your mouth. Really, it really is incredible. Garlicky for sure.
Yeah, lots of garlic.
good.
Time lapse coming in 3, 2, 1. So finished up at the last place. Sakoni's was awesome. You also picked up a few things for your house.
Yeah, picked up. I mean, every time I come around here, you got to do some shopping for the house. You know, get some like all the staples, etc. Massive cash and carries around here, so you got to find all the raw ingredients you can't get back in central London. So I also the right place. You get to pick up some fresh samosas and something we call kachori as well, which is like I'll show you in a second, but it's a little round ball. Inside is loads and loads of flavour as well. So picking up some of those when you get in there with some nice chutney, which we're about to try now, is always worth it. £2 for 5.
So yeah, we've eaten
Ridiculously
at 3 places in like about 3 hours, so it's not like we can just eat more. It's fine.
There's always room for one more bite. Always room.
That's your tagline.
That's on my tagline. Oh, here we go. So we'll split this. This is a kachori, nice crispy on the outside, and then crack it down the middle.
It looks like a falafel.
Yeah.
Oh, it has peas inside.
There's peas in it. There's loads of flavour in there. And then, pro tip, 2 chutneys, tamarind and mint chutney. Get some of this. Pro tip, pour it into it. One there, and then a bit of this sweet one. It's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sticky mess. Love it.
I've got seconds in my pocket.
Go on.
Okay. Go on. So if you're still with us and you enjoyed the video, please hit it a like and comment. What's this called again?
Kachori.
Kachori in the comment section down below. Give it a bite. It's also different to everything else we had.
Yeah.
Definitely, also the filling tastes a little bit like chutney.
It's good, nice and savoury, isn't it? Nice, good crunch to it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. And there's one more.
You go for
Samosa,
it.
very, very standard. But when it's made fresh, you've got to have a bit. Again,
So
same
for anyone
thing.
who hasn't had a samosa, I don't know if anyone out there has never had a samosa. What's in the triangle? Like potatoes, peas.
Very similar to the kachori, like spiced potatoes, peas in there. It's just a whole round crunch. Try and listen to this crunch if you can. Oh, what? That's great in there. Now here's the best part, the samosa specifically. You get pour it in. Look at it, just take it all in, it's brilliant. Hold that. Like the Panu Puri, just go straight in for it.
What a mess.
It's a messy bite, but it's so worth it.
So hopefully, thank you so much for taking us around. Hopefully this gave you an insight into like some really good traditional Indian restaurants around Wembley. And today's edition was actually mainly focused around snack foods rather than like proper meal foods. But yeah, really appreciate you taking us along. We've been mates for quite a while now, but it's the first time I've gotten a glimpse into sort of Karen's childhood, like local favorites, I guess.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Of course.
Any final words from you?
No, keep on eating. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one, and let us know in the comment section if you're ready for round 2 with Karen. There's plenty of other spots to see. We could do a whole episode on South Indian cuisine next.
Yeah, give us your suggestions. If you have anything that you know of in London that you would recommend, put it down in the comments.
All right, intro it out, over and out.
Let's see.